At the City of Edmonton, we always use a market transformation curve in application to our projects. So that means we're always looking at education and outreach first, capacity building next, incentives and regulation. So this is a really interesting thing to talk about in relation to trying to reduce emissions in the residential sector. So energy labeling is only one piece of this pie, and it really fits in that first category of education and outreach. So we're trying to create better informed consumers in real estate transactions. We're trying to create better informed homeowners just in terms of how their house performs versus homes maybe of the same age class that are in their neighborhood, but also about the different renovations and upgrades that they can make to their house to make it more efficient. Something like property assessed clean energy, which the City of Edmonton is looking to launch in September of this year, is another tool that would fall really nicely into that capacity building category, where in a program like PACE, you're getting a loan for either energy efficiency or renewable energy projects. And that loan is going to be repaid on your property tax payments. So again, the city is helping you increase your capacity to do these programs, but we're not actually giving you money. You as a home builder, as a homeowner, are actually going to pay for it yourself. It's just we've opened up an avenue of long-term low-interest financing to residents. So then, moving up the continuum even more, when we first launched our energy labeling program, the uptake was slow because we were only giving an incentive just to receive a label. Later on in the project, we decided to partner with Energy Efficiency Alberta and launch a program called the Home Energy Plan. So residents of Edmonton that participate in Home Energy Plan, which exists across the province, will get a top-up of 20% for all the different measures that they do in their home. But we're also saying, in order to get that top-up, you have to agree to actually posting your label online. Because again, EnerGuide is still an intrinsic part of Home Energy Plan. You get an energy advisor out to your house. They're going to identify the things that you can do. Then you'll find out the rebate amounts for all of the things that were identified by that energy advisor. So again, moving up the continuum to the last point around regulation, this is the point where the city will start considering whether or not we should pass mandatory bylaws requiring energy labeling at either the point of sale or the point of occupancy for a new home. So that would be the next stage of our project, is to actually look into the feasibility around doing that and what sorts of tools we would need and what sort of industry we would need. Because right now we have a number of companies that provide energy advising services that are able to keep up with the demand from our programs. If we were to make a mandatory energy labeling program at time of sale or time of occupancy, we'd have to have many more of those professionals working in our community to keep those processes on time. So we couldn't be slowing up a house getting listed by months, things like that, for instance. So that's what we'll explore next. And of course, this would be the sort of thing that would have to go to council for approval because we would need a bylaw. But that has sort of been the trajectory that we're following. And at some point in time, there may be different interventions put into the incentives, education, capacity building along there, but we're always trying to move people along that continuum.